You didn't see that coming?
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. A Hawkeye Phase 4 project. Bet you didn't see that coming. So we got some more details about what's going on with Hawkeye during Phase 4. We had some early rumors a while ago, but now some of those things have been confirmed about when it's actually going to happen, what story they're going to do, and where you'll be able to watch it. There'll be new giveaway stuff happening at the end of the video. Be sure to subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. So first things first, Kevin Feige a while ago confirmed that in Avengers 4 and Phase 4, we'd be seeing new versions of existing Avengers characters. So a lot of people at the time just assumed that they were talking about future versions of Captain America because of all the talk that Chris Evans has been doing about how he might not do any Marvel movies after Avengers 4. Doesn't mean that he'll never come back, just means he's the leading candidate to pass his mantle on. We've been talking about Bucky maybe replacing him as Captain America for a couple years now, or even Anthony Mackie's Falcon character like they did in the comics. There are so many people that have wielded the mantle of Captain America in the comics that it's just a foregone conclusion that they'll do that at some point instead of recasting Steve Rogers. So that you can have both of those characters, it's just that one calls themselves by either Captain America or say Hawkeye's name, which is where we get to the Hawkeye solo project. So a little while ago, after they confirmed that they were making the Black Widow movie, we heard rumors about a Hawkeye movie with Jeremy Renner and Kate Bishop that would be him passing the mantle like he did in the comics. So recently what happened is some of those reports were confirmed with a couple big changes. So now what's happening is the Hawkeye project is still very much a thing behind the scenes at Marvel that's still working on it, but it sounds more like they're leaning towards an 8 to 10 episode premium series for that Disney streaming service. Because remember how they just announced Tom Hiddleston was doing a Loki TV series and Scarlet Witch was doing a TV series for that Disney streaming service? So it's basically how Disney gets you to pay for that. Like, how many people have been asking for a Hawkeye Netflix series since they started doing Marvel Netflix TV shows? Like, this would be perfect. You could do really hardcore. They want people to buy into it. That's why they're doing this hardcore Mandalorian Star Wars TV series. They're doing these Marvel premium series with A-list Avengers characters. So Scarlet Witch and Loki are just the first of many big TV series with Avengers characters that, as Kevin Feige puts it, have not gotten solo movies, so that's why they're the characters that are getting TV series. Like, they're probably not going to do a Nick Fury solo movie. There's been talk that they're going to do a Nick Fury TV series on this Disney streaming service. That's still just a rumor right now, and honestly, I would rather see a Hawkeye TV series before a Nick Fury TV series, even though Sam Jackson going crazy on everyone for 8 episodes does sound pretty nuts. Right now, there's no director, there's no writer attached to it, they haven't announced anything other than what the story would be based on, and as you would expect, it's based on the Fraction run. Tonally, it would feel a lot like that with Jeremy Renner's version of Hawkeye, because the personality of his Hawkeye is a little bit different from comic book Hawkeye, but you get the idea. All you need to hear is that they're doing the Fraction run, and that tells you pretty much everything you need to know about what it's going to feel like. I know you all want to know when the hell is it going to drop, when can I watch episodes. Big series like this typically take a few years to develop between casting, filming, writing, special effects. So timeline, if we're not getting episodes of that Loki or Scarlet Witch TV series until 2020 at the earliest, you can bet that any kind of Hawkeye project probably wouldn't drop until 2021, which is like early mid Phase 4. Because it's him training a successor who we haven't seen anywhere in the MCU yet, that means he would probably have to survive Avengers 4. There are still a few question mark Phase 1 Avengers about whether they'll live or die, but after all this Chris Evans business, Hawkeye dropped off my death predictions list. Really, you only need to sacrifice one of your biggest characters to get that gut-wrenching payoff. You don't need to get rid of all of them. This isn't like Star Wars Rogue One. You all probably heard this past weekend that Catherine Langford from 13 Reasons Why joined the cast of Avengers 4 as a secret character. She's already filmed her scenes. We have no idea who she's playing. She's a pretty high-profile young actress right now, so it's possible she's playing an older version of an existing child actor in the MCU. They've already cast a teenage version of Cassie Lang. It's this actress, so obviously it's not her. So unless Catherine Langford is playing an even older version of Cassie that's in her 20s, she could be playing somebody in a flashback or just a different big character that shows up in the future. All of the Kate Bishop fan art you've been seeing the last couple of days is just that. It's fan art. None of this has been confirmed. People are like, who is she playing? There's just a couple of female characters that we're expecting them to introduce in the future. And as she's really, really young, there are only a couple of people that she could be if she is playing a big comic book character. But the big thing about Kate Bishop is that she was introduced in a Young Avengers arc when they had to battle to defeat Kang the Conqueror. Kevin Feige confirmed that they're thinking about doing a Young Avengers movie. There'll be a couple of Easter eggs for that during Avengers 4, primarily the Cassie Lang character, because like I said, Kate Bishop showed up for the first time during a Young Avengers arc. The older version of Cassie Lang, who had become Stature, was a big character during that. So what a coincidence that all this Young Avengers stuff is happening. But the Young Avengers arc is very different from the Fraction arc. Young Avengers introduces her. She sort of combines a couple different characters' costumes to form her Hawkeye costume. Clint Barton recognizes what a badass she is, takes her under his wing, and then during the Fraction arc, it's the process of him just sort of laying it all on her. Like, this is what it means to do what I do. So it's a bit of a generational buddy cop flick. But you have to keep in mind the differences in MCU Hawkeye. When comic book Hawkeye was training Kate Bishop, he didn't have the family that MCU Hawkeye does. He just had an apartment building, so it was literally him on his own with this girl showing up in his life who he was trying to teach to become a superhero. MCU Hawkeye has been trying to retire back to his farm permanently for so long you could turn it into a meme.
Go ahead.
This is an agent of some kind.
Gentlemen, this is Laura.
I know all your names.
Ooh, incoming. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, buddy. How you guys doing?
These are
Look at your face.
smaller agents.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you bring any nuts?
He kind of retired after Avengers Age of Ultron, then came out for the events of Civil War. Then, as we found out during Avengers Infinity War and Ant-Man and the Wasp, he's been under permanent house arrest since relatively soon after Captain America busted them all out of the raft. So he did a little bit of Secret Avengers stuff before he cut that deal with the government. But two big things, let me know in the comments, who do you think that Catherine Langford is playing? And if she's not going to be Kate Bishop, who do you want that to be in the MCU? There's a whole bunch more Marvel stuff coming up. There is a new round of that Spider-Man PS4 game giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a Marvel-related comment on the video. If you want me to change the giveaway to be for something else, just let me know in the comments too. But click here to learn why Hawkeye becomes Ronin during Avengers 4, and click here for that brand new Aquaman trailer. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.